Good morning, dear friends, and welcome to Yoga with Rachel. Thank you for joining me for this morning yoga flow for gratitude. I am so grateful for you, and I feel so blessed that you are here practicing with me. For items, please bring a blanket with you, and without further ado, let's get started. Join me in a kneeling position on your mat. If you have a blanket, fold it a few times. Then place that blanket on your calves and then sit back towards your heels. This can create more ease in this posture and it can feel lovely for your knees. Now, if you are already thinking, nope, kneeling is not for me, it's all good. Find a comfortable seat of your choice. Find length throughout your spine. Perhaps finding some organic movement to help us settle into our practice. All right, find stillness. Take a slow breath in as you send your hands to the sky. Breathe out to bring your hands together and then lower your hands to your heart space. Connect your thumbs with your sternum. Can you feel your heart beating? Breathe in. Breathe out to slowly close your eyes. Yoga for gratitude. What is one thing that you are grateful for in the present moment? It could be sunny skies, nature, a person in your life, your health, quiet mornings, coffee, delicious food, and so on. Picture the person or the object that you feel grateful for. How does this make you feel? A gratitude practice is so powerful. When we take note of what we are thankful for, this can directly impact how we feel physically and emotionally, impacting our overall well-being. Giving thanks has the capacity to boost happiness as we consider the things and the people that we currently have in our life. We focus less on what we don't have or what we wish we had. Gratitude essentially encourages us to remain present. Today's class will activate the heart chakra as we radiate gratitude from our hearts, our center, through heart-opening postures. Finally, as we move today, I invite you to make use of the affirmation, I am grateful. You can get really specific and say what you feel grateful for, or you can leave it open. Take a slow breath in through your nose, and then a slow breath out through your nose. Open your eyes. Perhaps even smile a little here, showing yourself some gratitude for showing up here today, for spending some quality time with you. On your next breath in, send your arms from left to right, arch through your back body, lift your chin slightly. Breathe out to give yourself a loving hug, sending your right arm over top of your left. You can find a gentle sway from side to side for a moment, showing love, appreciation, and gratitude. Breathe in to send your arms from left to right once again, take up space. Breathe out to give yourself another warm embrace. Left arm is on top of the right this time. Again, find some gentle movement here with your upper body. Breathe in to unravel, sending your arms from left to right. Breathe out to release your hands to your thighs. Let's come forward as we transition to all fours. When you arrive there, walk your wrists under your shoulders and your knees under your hip points. tap out the tops of your feet for a moment, as this may feel really lovely after being in a kneeling position for so long. All right, find stillness, pressing the tops of your feet into the earth. Spread through your fingers, rock your pelvis forward, and look down at your mat. Enjoy one sweet breath cycle here in tabletop position. On your next breath in, reach your tailbone towards the sky as you drop your belly closer towards the earth. Heart reaches forward. Lift your chin. Hold here for a moment. Breathe out to tuck your tailbone under, rounding through your back body. Chin releases towards your chest. So if you only have a few minutes for movement in the morning, I definitely recommend a few rounds of cat and cow to encourage movement in your spine. All right, breathe in to drop your belly, lift your chest, look forward in cow pose. Breathe out to round through. Belly button reaches towards your spine, chin to chest, cat pose. Breathe in to find your cow pose. Can you feel that lovely opening in your heart space? And then breathe out to cat pose. Breathe in to find a neutral spine. Step your right foot towards the back edge of your mat. Breathe in. Breathe out to draw your knee in towards your chest, shift forward, and then step your right foot through. Fingertips frame your right foot as you walk your left knee back in space. Feel free to make use of a blanket to pad your left knee. Hug everything in towards center. As you breathe in to sweep your hands to the sky, follow your hands as you look up. Breathe out to bend at your elbows, finding goalpost arms, lifting your heart to the sky. Breathe in, hands reach overhead towards the sky. Breathe out to bend at your elbows, opening your heart. Breathe in to reach, spreading your fingers. And on your next breath out, send your right hand behind, placing your right hand on the back of your left thigh, while your left hand continues reaching towards the sky and then a bit to the right. Breathe deeply into the stretch. Unravel, connect to your center as you make your way back to a low lunge, both hands reaching towards the sky. Breathe in. Breathe out to lower your hands to the earth. Plant your palms and then step your right foot back, tabletop position. This time, curl your left toes under as you slide your left foot towards the back edge of your mat. Breathe in. Breathe out to draw your left knee in towards your heart, and then step your left foot through. Walk your right knee back in space. Breathe in to look forward. Breathe out to soften through your face. On your next breath in, send your hands forward and then to the sky. Breathe out to bend at your elbows, thumbs back, pinkies are facing forward, finding goalpost arms. Breathe in, send your hands overhead. Breathe out to bend at your elbows, draw your thumbs back to really open on up through your heart. Breathe in, hands to the sky. And then on your next breath out, send your left hand behind, placing your left hand on your right hamstring, while your right hand remains reaching towards the sky, and then a bit to the left. Feel that juicy stretch, that opening. On your next breath in, connect to your center, unravel, hugging that belly button in towards your spine as you send both hands overhead. Breathe out to release your hands to the earth. Plant your palms and then step your left foot back to join your right, finding a tabletop position. Feel free to say your affirmation here. I am grateful. What are you grateful for? Now bring your big toes together and then walk your knees towards the long edges of your mat. Walk your hands towards the top edge of the mat, spreading through your fingers as you do this. Now sit back towards your heels as you come up onto your fingertips and sway a little from side to side. Find stillness. Breathe in. Breathe out to release your heart towards the earth. Lower your forehead and forearms to the earth. If extended child's pose isn't your thing, you can lay on your back and hug your knees in towards your chest. Extended child's pose is regarded as a pose of surrender. This posture can also remind us of our deep connection to the earth. The earth supports us, keeps us grounded and stable. Let's thank the earth for all that it does for us on a daily basis. Feel free to rock your head from side to side, offering a lovely massage to your brow bone, which can help relieve some sinus pressure. And it can also feel quite lovely if you experience tension headaches. A little self-massage is one way in which we can show appreciation towards self. This can be a core component of our gratitude practice. Where do you notice the movement of air as you breathe in and as you breathe out? This can be different for everyone. I personally feel it mostly in my rib cage. What about you? Join me by taking a slow breath in through your nose, and then a slow breath out through your nose. Press your palms into the earth, start to lift your head, look forward, and slowly rise up. Walk your hands to the long edges of your mat as you walk your knees under your hip points. Tuck your toes under. Breathe in as you lift your knees away from the earth. And then breathe out to send your hips to the sky. Pedal out your feet in downward facing dog. Stretch out through the backs of your legs and your feet. These stretches can feel really great first thing in the morning, offering a little wake-up call to the legs, and really the whole body, as the whole body is engaged here. Beautiful. Find stillness. Let's explore a little twisting action in down dog. Lift your right hand away from your mat. Begin to twist your upper body slightly to the left as you place your right hand on your outer left shin. Hug your belly button in towards your spine. Press evenly into all that is touching the earth to keep you grounded and stable. To deepen the stretch, look under your left arm. Breathe in. Breathe out to come out of that twist, placing your right hand back on the earth. Let's check it out on the other side. Lift your left hand away from the ground. Your upper body twists a little to the right as you place your left hand on your outer right shin. Look under your right arm. Notice where you feel the stretch taking place. Breathe in. Breathe out to make your way out of the twist, releasing your left hand back to the earth. Begin to slowly walk your hands back and towards your feet, coming to a forward fold. Find a generous bend in your knees. Grab opposite elbows and then sway a little from side to side. Slowly shake your head a little yes, and then no, allowing your head to grow heavy. Great. Find stillness as you release your palms to the earth and then begin to walk your hands forward towards the top edge of your mat. We meet in plank pose. Lower down onto your forearms, elbows are stacked under your shoulders, and then lower your bum a bit, forearm plank. So there may be a tendency for the arms to want to come in, but we will do our best to keep the forearms parallel to one another. Take a deep, nourishing breath in through your nose, and then on your next breath out, lower your hips to the earth. Your heart remains lifted. Untuck your toes, pressing the tops of your feet into the earth. Rock your pelvis forward, pressing pubic bone into the earth. Draw your shoulders back in space and away from your ears. Find a gentle chin tuck as you look down and past your nose. I invite you to find areas in the body to soften, especially through the face. Relaxing your jaw. Perhaps you notice that you're clenching your bum. Can you relax this area of your body as well? On each breath that you take here, you can choose to count your blessings. What are you thankful for? Or you can simply just enjoy this heart opener as we stretch it out. Beautiful. Now curl your toes under and press into all that is touching the earth as you come back to a forearm plank. Lower your knees to the earth, walking your knees under your hip points. Keep your toes tucked under. On your next breath in, send your hips to the sky. Forearms remain on the earth. Keep a generous bend in your knees as you find length through your spine. Belly button draws in towards your spine just like in downward facing dog. If dolphin pose is in your practice, feel free to play around with straightening through your legs. Broaden through your shoulders. Ears are roughly in line with your biceps. Relax your head. My friends, if this posture is not jiving with you, I invite you to make your way to puppy pose. We are only here for a few more breath cycles. All right, lower your knees to the earth, come up onto your palms, and then when you are ready, send your hips to the sky, finding a downward facing dog once again. Step your feet to the top edge of your mat, forward fold. Bend your knees quite generously here so that way your belly can rest on your thighs. Send your arms behind your legs and give yourself a big hug. Once again, taking an opportunity to demonstrate appreciation and gratitude towards the body, mind, and the breath. Breathe in. Breathe out to release your fingers to the earth, and right away begin to slowly roll up through your spine until you are standing tall on your mat. Walk your feet under your hips, toes pointing forward. Roll your shoulders back as your palms face forward. Tuck your tailbone under. Chin tucks in slightly. Breathe in. Breathe out to close your eyes. Notice how you feel. Open your eyes. As you breathe in, sweep your hands to the sky. Find a small back bend, opening your heart to gratitude while staying grounded in your base. Lift your chin. Perhaps smile a little here. And then on your next breath out, slowly lower your hands back to your sides, coming back to your mountain pose. Now step your right foot towards the back edge of your mat and pivot on that foot, toes point in. Begin to sink into your front leg, aligning your front knee over your ankle. Your front heel is in line with the arch of your back foot. Feel free to make any adjustments to that right foot, such as walking that foot closer towards the right edge of your mat. Direct your hips to face forward towards the front edge of your mat. your heart faces forward as well. Breathe in to reach your hands to the sky. Breathe out to bend at your elbows, sending your hands behind your back body. Interlace your fingers and then reach your hands towards the ground and then away from your tail. Feel that juicy stretch in your chest. Breathe in. Breathe out to begin to hinge forward at your hip. Maintain that bind with your hands. As you move forward, your torso makes its way closer towards the earth. Hands continue to reach towards the sky as the crown of your head reaches towards the ground. Legs are strong here. You can repeat your affirmation if you wish. I am grateful. Breathe in. Breathe out to slowly rise up and release your bind, sending your hands to the sky, warrior one. Breathe in. Breathe out to release your hands back to your sides. Pivot on your back foot so your right heel is lifted, and then step your right foot up to join your left foot at the top of your mat, mountain pose. Step your left foot back and then pivot on that foot so that way your whole foot connects with the ground. Bend into your front leg, stacking your knee over your ankle. Square your hips so that way they face forward. Permission to adjust the placement of your feet. As always, go inward and consider what would feel best for you and respond. On your next breath in, spread through your fingers as you send your hands to the sky. Breathe out to bend at your elbows, sending your hands behind you. Interlace your fingers and then reach your hands towards the ground and then away from your body. Breathe in to open your heart. Breathe out to fold forward, sending your hands to the sky. So this is a very big stretch. Breathe deeply here. Breathe in. Breathe out to slowly rise up, releasing your bind, sending your hands to the sky. Breathe in. And then as you breathe out, release your hands to your sides. Pivot on your left foot, lifting your heel away from the earth. And then step your left foot up to meet your right, standing tall in mountain pose. Breathe in to sweep your hands to the sky. Breathe out to fold forward, leading with your heart. Breathe in to find a halfway lift and then send your hands back and behind you, palms facing towards the earth. Reach the crown of your head forward and then look down at your mat. Breathe out to fold. Plant your palms on the mat and then step your right foot back, followed by your left foot, finding a plank pose. Lower your knees to the earth and then swing your legs off to one side, making your way to a seat on your mat. Walk your feet in, so that way your feet are planted on your mat, knees pointing upwards. Place your hands on your hamstrings as you lean back. Heels remain resting on the ground. So there's an option to stay here, or you can continue the journey lifting your feet away from the ground, lifting your shins so that way they're about parallel to the sky. Point through your toes to stretch out through the tops of your feet. Breathe in as you reach your hands to the sky, palms facing one another. Breathe out to relax your shoulders away from your ears. Even in the strong and fiery posture, can you find some softness here, exploring both steadiness and ease? Breathe in. Breathe out to lower your feet to the earth. Send your legs out long on your mat. Feet are about hip distance apart. Toes point towards the sky. Breathe in to send your hands overhead, and then breathe out to fold forward, resting your hands wherever it feels most comfortable. Permission to bend your knees. Breathe in to look forward, and then breathe out to round through your spine, releasing your chin towards your chest. As you breathe in, feel the skin on your back body stretch. And then notice what happens on your exhale. Perhaps as we go inward here, you can whisper to yourself, I am grateful. In case you missed it, you can say it with me. I am grateful. What are you grateful for? How does this make you feel? Breathe in. And then on your breath out, let that be your cue to begin to slowly roll up through your spine. So we are going to come to lay on our backs. As we lower onto our backs, I invite you to keep your legs extended as you lower down slowly, feeling your core light up in response to this movement. And then eventually we find ourselves laying on our back, feeling the loving support from the earth. Walk your feet in towards your body. Bring the soles of your feet together and then allow your knees to fall open like a book. Legs grow heavy. Snuggle your shoulders under your back body to lift your heart. Find a gentle chin tuck. Slowly place your left hand on your heart space and your right hand rests on your belly. Arms soften and relax. Take a slow breath in through your nose. And then on your breath out, close your eyes. Take a moment to notice how you feel. Let's return to our intention for today's class. Gratitude. How do you demonstrate gratitude? Perhaps this is through a smile or a hug. Maybe you volunteer. Perhaps you keep a gratitude journal where you write what you are grateful for. Maybe you demonstrate gratitude through random acts of kindness, even towards people that you do not even know. It could be through words of appreciation towards self and others. Being grateful for what you have is such a beautiful thing. After all that we have been through over the past year and a bit, as a collective whole, I am grateful that we can all be here together, breathing together, flowing together as a community. I am grateful for you. Breathe in, breathe out. Open your eyes. Bring your hands to the outer edges of your thighs and then close your legs. Hug your knees in towards your chest. One last chance or an opportunity for a good morning hug. And then melt your knees to one side. Use your top hand to prop you up to a seat. Find a seat of your choosing as you draw your hands together. Bring your hands to your heart, connecting thumbs to sternum, just like what we did at the very beginning of our practice together. Full circle. Breathe in to smile a little, and then breathe out to bow your head to your heart. It is my hope that you enjoyed this gratitude practice and that you are ready to continue on with your day. Let me know how this class went for you in the comments. Thank you so very much for being here today. I am so grateful for you. Subscribe to Yoga with Rachel to support free yoga and wellness content. We conclude our class by whispering, Namaste.